So I have the cakes all cooled down already. You need to pull it out of the pan, which is why I like to use these disposables. Got a cake board here, 8-inch size. Ooh, nice. And then I'm going to spread my cream. Maybe two tablespoons worth. So I'm going to assemble my cake now with the 3 layers. 1, 2, 3, all fully cool. Has to be cool before you even start applying any cream. You can put a bit of cream on the base so that it doesn't move around much. And then you can have a little turntable. Spread out your cream. I don't need a very thick layer, so about 2 tablespoons per layer of filling is enough. And then I want to have my coconut flakes. So not the fresh one, okay? I just don't really recommend it if you want to keep the cake for a longer time. The angel coconut flakes. It's all white on white, it's hard to see. Never mind. And some of these gula. I don't measure that either, just roughly. It's not a very sweet sugar if you compare it with regular sugar. It's just more natural. It comes directly from the coconut tree. So they minimally process it, hardly process at all. So that's why it's better for you. You can actually bake with gula melaka as well, but it will have the coconut fragrance, which is very nice. So press your gula into the cream so that it all can stick. You may need a wee bit of cream to sandwich your next cake layer, just a bit, because the cake layers need to stick together. Sometimes it doesn't stick because you put a lot of the gula and a lot of the coconut, so you need a bit of cream to stick the next layer. Then repeat. It's okay if it has gone over the sides. You can always tidy up the sides later. Again, with the angel coconut flakes or the juicy coconut flakes, it's actually the same thing, just a different name. Try not to put gula until the edge because it can come out of the cake. Try to only put it within an extra radius of 1 inch. Let's be more generous. Gula is nice. Can use the excess to cannot. Yeah, nah, just want to put the extra cream. Yeah, try to make it such that it's slightly covered by the cream before you put on the next cake, because if there's no cream, it doesn't stick. Now, oh, this is not a small cake. Huh? It doesn't seem big when you say 6 inch, but it's not small. Okay, now I'm going to cream the whole thing. First, I'm going to do a crumb coat. What's a crumb coat? Crumb coat will seal in all of these irritating little crumbs. Yeah, it's going to get rid of, or should I say it should close in on all the crumbs. Just cleaning my table because I don't want the same crumbs to come and disturb my coating. Spread it. Spread it. Crumb coat is very thin. Not a thick layer, but a thin layer. Little bit more. Sometimes you have to clean off your spatula if you have gotten some crumbs on it by accident. So do keep your spatula quite clean. You don't have to do a very thick coat for the sides because we're going to add coconut to the sides. So you don't have to worry too much about the sides being so perfect. Doesn't really matter. For the top, I will take a little care to make it look good. For the top, I want a smooth top. So now that I have my crumb coat, I'm going to put a clean blob of cream right here. Make sure that your spatula is clean. Then carefully spread over the top. As you can see, I don't prefer too thick a layer, but the crumb coat was essential so that I can have everything quite thin. If you don't do a crumb coat, you will end up using far too much cream. So the crumb coat actually helps you to use less. So for the top, how do you make it smooth? Hold your spatula here with this end on the middle. Turn your turntable. And what about this edging? Okay, no problem. You're going to hold your spatula vertical. Turn the turntable. Then I'm going to bring the edge to the center, but with a clean spatula. So I'm very fussy about cleaning my spatula so that I don't have crumbs dragging into the center. See this corner here? Don't like it? Take it from the corner, bring to the center. You can do one more round with the first technique, which is just to put your spatula right here with the end in the middle, the end of the spatula here. Turn the turntable. Then you can move away. Or you can do this. This way is fine also. This way, from the corner to the center, is also okay. In the end, the amount of cream will be quite little after you have done all of this smoothing. Okay, now I'm okay with the top. I want to put coconut on the side. All right, now for that coconut on the sides. Don't worry about this. Can't be seen by the time you have the coconut on. Now that you have done the crumb coat, you can still see the cake, you know, it's not a thick layer at all. And you can have the coconut on the side. Ooh, nice. It's going to be a mess, but this is a wooden cutting board, so I'll just toss the extra later. Pick it up. And it sticks nicely to the crumb coat. So this juicy coconut flakes or angel coconut flakes, they have a longer shelf life, so it suits the product in the sense that the cake might be eaten over a week, over 3 to 5 days. I always tell people 3 days because they will extend it for you. They will try to keep it for longer. And this will be fine. It won't go rancid or anything. So hence my preference for using the what we call desiccated coconut, but it's not as dry as desiccated coconut. It's more angel coconut flakes, that's what it's called, or juicy coconut flakes if you're buying it locally. They don't spoil easily. happy, quite happy with the look. Doesn't have to be perfect because I've got coconut everywhere already. Okay, now I'm good. Now I'm going to do a bit of piping and add some gula on top. Okay, quite nice actually. I'm using a number 18 tip. This is a number 18. You can see there's a tiny star. It's a tiny star on the edge, on the end there. Small star. Okay, I'll do some piping. That's a rosette. Let's see though. It's all white. I'm going to put some gula so that it's more visible. Okay, now you can see the rosette. I'm just going to pack some rosette so that it looks more finished. Do a small circular motion. Oh, now you can see because the background is darker. Small circular motion with your hand. Small circular motion for an even smaller rosette. So this is your number 18 star tip. It's okay to buy number 19, number 17. It's not a huge difference. It's a matter of millimeters of difference. No, I've got a little a little blemish in the center. Okay, never mind. Now you can see the decorative. So I've completed. It's not small. I've completed this Ondeh cake with the 3 layers of pandan cake and the coconut and gula in between with the cream. And on top, we have iced the whole thing and added some gula in between the rosettes, as you can see. Rosettes piped with the number 18 tip. You have any questions for me? No questions? If no questions, let's conclude this class. Oh, Ondeh. Yeah. So we have both the Ondeh cake and the Ondeh itself. Similar flavors, two totally different products. This is a pandan cake with coconut cream, gula melaka, and shredded coconut inside, as well as outside. This is sweet potato for that nice natural green and encasing the gula melaka inside with coconut outside. So in a sense, the cake mimics the tradition of Ondeh. I hope you enjoyed today's class. See you at another class and let me know if you have any questions. You can always text me. Thank you and happy Sunday.